It's not history that's trapped in this statue. It's a living flood. He's been waiting for you here for 3,000 years. What you woke up is not its flood data. Escape. Why poison grew. Your shadow. On the left lies Shangzhou ambition. The frozen truth on the right. Which way do you dare to go? Dainai Shangzhou City and lie. Red Army Wanglu Town. That's not sediment in the water. It is the forgotten true face of China. The first tide of Waxia sleeping in this sleepy house. The party's levee has burst into the sky. Memories in DNA. Are you ready to wake up? The mountain we are going to introduce today is Fu and Shan. This mountain is located 500 miles east of Yushan. It is speculated that it may correspond to the real Ironwood Mountain. In the mountains lived a ferocious beast, an explorer. Attention, if you hear this kind of snoring in Fuyan Mountain, be quiet. His bite force is up to 8,000 newtons, enough to bite through bronze armor. He usually works alone. Constantly patrol the nuclear standard level zone territory. If someone enters, he will eat it without hesitation. Tibetan jade in Shen poetry. Looks warm. As strong as King Kong, the master of swords Oyazi once visited forging a sword for King Wei Cheng cut this fish because of Yuli. You think it's the sori itself. Forgive. Wrong. This is the strongest underwater weapon of Fu. Their scales can be used as darts. Eyes can be night pearls, but don't throw the braised pork. Be careful of chrysanthemums turning into water guns. Shanbei iron ore is like blood clot. During the Moonless War, it seems to be a military situation. Uncle Yuju lived in Fu Yujiti for 3 years. Because iron ore contains the aura finish of broken sword. In the blink of an eye, our journey of discovery has quietly come to an end today, but a new unknown is shining ahead. A new journey is taking place. Looking forward to our next episode. 5,000 years ago, our ancestors were ashamed of their ancestry, prosperity, engrave all the phenomena of heaven and earth into a wonderful book. The Shan Haijing is not just the source of one of the strange stories. It is the early Chinese civilization, one of the important carriers of cosmology. Hidden here are treasures more precious than myths, reverence for nature, yearning for the unknown. Those magnificent myths, hidden in the earliest philosophical thoughts of the Chinese nation. These seemingly bizarre records. But it's stark, a cognitive map constructed with mythical thinking. Today, as we move from, the Shan Haijing touches more than just the temperature of myths. It is the pulse of civilization. Open the Shan Haijing. A dialogue of civilizations linking the ancient and the modern is underway. He doesn't provide a sense of standard, leaving only surging conclusions. This is about the contract between man and nature. It's about the balance of discovery and awe. This is the compass that our ancestors handed over to the future. And we're continuing to write his scale. Dengshushan, the legendary habitat of the phoenix. According to the ancient concept of geography, it may have been located in what is today Lingnan, or northern Vietnam. Phoenix male and female collectively. The male is phoenix and the female is yellow, with colorful feathers. Feather on the head for males with long tail feathers. For females, it is sometimes heavier than just nectar. The clear moon is melodious, symbolize auspiciousness. Alongside the dragon is the totem of the Chinese nation, representing harmony and unity. There is a river called Danshui at the foot of the mountain. River water may be rich in cinnabar power. It's red, The famous Chishui River and Danshui are more similar. Now please follow the Danshui downstream. We went to the island to cross the mountain. Explore the scenery over there. Welcome to the Tuhao Zoo in southern Shaanxi. Arrived at the mountain, presumably. Its geographical location may be Dangsha Mountain in Shaoguan, Guangdong. There are many plays in the mountains. It's not a shareholder rhino. It's pre-Qin grade military complex. Leather armor is invulnerable. Even dung is used as a war smoke bomb. Mo Ziai was recorded by the city gate as a night burning scene, and the smoke can be destroyed or the enemy can be destroyed. 4 bison black and cyan horns and 3,000 gold. Now Zhounan, I am lonely and must give credit. The only thing that doesn't hurt Taishan Beozhong's mount is Qingnu Jing. Matrix die. There are many elephants down the mountain. Their character is said to have long noses and tusks. Group heart. This guy is eclipsing 150 kilos of plants. The amount of defecation is equal to the food for a family of 5. Its name complains like manure fields. Ear of rice. There is also a lot of jade in the mountains. The appearance of the jade that has fallen over the mountain, but the hardness drops. Zhou Li has no choice but to note Nanyu Lidi. Bei Yuli Tian. The group of Confucians is shaped like a bird family. Similar to human face, its chirping is thought to have the power of reflection. Lost Wensheng can see the road back home. Humiliating the battle of the 3 clans during the relocation. Psychic. In the mountains flows a stream called drinking water. There is a reasonable living beast pepper. This thing, it is a must-shoot work after the creator is drunk. This head, this body. The limbs, the tail. He's a stitch monster. Legend has it that eating his flesh can cure hemorrhoids. But modern Zhong Yi Hei calls it the Shangji of the pre-Qin dynasty. We are intoxicated. I have been to Yamayashi, then set off for Tanyushan. Tian Yushan is recorded as the hand of the man's 3 passages. Yamashita Dark River Dragon King. Mountains and rocks are dangerous. Endless accessibility. In the realm of no surprise. And go to his mountain to make a wonder of it. Bashuang Mountain has sparse vegetation here, but there is abundant water, possibly located at high altitudes, or in the post-skeletal cold zone. Western baldness may have originated from glaciers. There are many white sources in Qingxi Mountains, possibly an albino individual, presumably medium size. Longer limbs, adapt to rock climbing. They're social animals, or have a hierarchy similar to that of rhesus monkeys. Because white symbolizes purity, Taoism regards Baiyuan as a mountain sutra. We are watching the wonders of Shifai Shuang Mountain, then move towards the tail of Maoshin. Maoshin tail indicate that this mountain is the end or vein of the Maoshan Mountains, possibly low hilly and connected to the main peak. There is a valley in the south of the mountain. Maybe it's a fault, or canyons formed by river erosion. The climate is warm and humid, suitable for bird habitat. There is a bird called the ground bird that lives in the valley. Similar to owl. The source big eye will not be short. Dun will be light gold. There is a longitudinal red mark in the center of the forehead. The ancients believed that its name anticipated changes in wind direction. Be regarded as the messenger of Fengguo. The wind blows in the valley. In pre-Qin literature, it symbolizes the wind that nourishes all things. The Book of Songs was won by the wind. Kai Feng is embarrassed. Below the pen is new. Let's find the direction of Kaifeng. Heading towards a peak under Yangjiayushan. Rank and watch. You have now come to Yangjiayushan, the most watery scenic spot. Sishan's mountain god's mouth hid to the underworld and sighed. The mountain god has a VIP for every drop of water. 3 cents. Wash your face and leave your pants to steal water. He's chasing you with an abacus. Even water flowers are sold by the gin. Last year, there was a Kun Ping, angry guy. The mountain god fell 800 miles with an abacus. Not to mention that people splashed water and wet his ledger. Hey, I can't. Who made this mountain have nothing but water? The journey to the most watery mountain is over. We are now heading to Kangshang Mountain. Welcome to Guangshang Mountain. This is the earliest forest mute in southern China. The main thing is that there are so many trees that there are no friends. There is so little grass that you want to complain about the hardcore ecological tree. Almost blocks the sun. This phenomenon is called Lingsha desertification, but the ancients preferred. No weeds stumbling. Cultivation meets flight more smoothly. More bird monster. But what does it look like? The author says you guess. So let's take a wild guess. Possibly an ancient version of the white string. There is also a first-class protected animal on the Black Ridge, the way of the old-fashioned yellow-haired boy's hairstyle. We're competing with the trees here for a moment of sunshine. Hold a handful of mountain springs to moisten. Take a deep breath in the forest. He set off for the western mountains. Jishan is speculated. Its location may be located on the coast of present-day Guangdong or Fujian near the South China Sea. The mountain is mainly composed of granite and red sandstone. A mysterious creature lives in the sea, the brickfish. This is a fish with pig-like characteristics. It contains organic debris in the sediment of the facility to prevent black water and paracutrition. Legend has it that after eating his meat, there will be no nightmares. Of course, it's just a legend. In the mountains, there is a river called Haishi. Its color may be caused by mangrove dead leaves. Decomposition by the sun release tannic acid. The dyed river water is as dark brown as poor tea. The ancients regarded it as the river of the underworld. The mountains also contain some downwell red minerals. The paint may be cinnabar or hematite. The journey to Jishan is over. Don't be left behind. Let's march towards Lingshuan. Attention all passengers. Arrive at Shanhaijing ahead. Lingshuan's most hardcore attraction, Zero Hill Mountain. There's no grass, no trees, fire forever. Fasten your seatbelt next. Let's begin this fantastical and wicked journey. In full-time drought, early warning. The appearance must bring the world's big man hot search system. KPI Takashima was added to the VIP blacklist by the Bureau of Meteorology. It turns out that birds are sensitive to changes in air pressure, but the ancients directly gave the bird a metaphysical KPI. It's like pumping Melaleuca. Sweat profusely. It can only be that the life of the strange bird is not Shannon, Yuzhou, China. So-called air condition. This station supplies 18-level northeast wind for 24 hours without interruption. This is the Fein effect. Moist gasoline turns into dry hot air after going over the mountain. It is comparable to a giant air conditioner blowing against an external unit. Come on, this place is uncomfortable. Let's go to Lun's Mountain. Mount Lunger is speculated to, possibly located in the southern Wuyi Mountains, an area in the mountains of Yongkai. There is a sacred tree growing high in the mountain. Trees are shaped like tall trees. As smooth as jade was included in the top 10 Dongshin spiritual plant systems. The branches and leaves are thick as sweet and edible. Shock sign. Yamashita is rich, shaped like a gold cluster in the late Qing often entangled with the root system of Baigao Shenmu. The branches penetrate the veins to form a green stem mixture. Emit a cold light at night. Everyone is tasting the white high nectar. And ready to set off for Yubao Mountain. Yumao Mountain is speculated to be its location. It may correspond to today's southwest Guangxi or northern Vietnam karst landform area. It belongs to a high humidity environment. Big snake in the mountains. It is speculated that it is Myanmar now. The body length is about 7 meters, up to 9 meters. One of the large non-venomous snakes, now due to overhunting. On the verge of extinction, it is now a state-level protected animal. The prototype of multiple monsters is speculated to be tilted juvenile golden, adult silver pen, color difference in fog to visual confusion. Ancient name human face fire with Shanhaijing Guo Pu Ju. They are also distributed in the southern karst rock mountains. Now, due to habitat destruction, families are less productive in reproduction. It's an endangered species. National level animal protection. The journey to Yobashan is over. Now let's go to Nanyushan. South Yushan, the last mountain in the 3 meridians of Nanshan, predict its location. In Jingxi City, Bay City, border area with Chongqing County, Gaoping Province, Vietnam. There are colorful feathers in the distance. Guide cadres to be in line with Phoenix's habits. Inhabits the border zone between wetlands and forests, similar to modern cranes. Tang Dynasty 3-body or more official costumes embroidered abyss. Symbolizes integrity and compassion. Legend has it that he appeared. World peace. Agricultural fertility in the hinterland of South Yutsi Mountain, hidden in a hydrological labyrinth that subverts the laws of the seasons. When the spring rain moistens the mountains and forests, the water is quietly introduced into the ground, waiting for the scorching summer sun to scorch the earth. The spring water gushed out. Unknowingly, our journey to Nanshan Sanjing is over. Mountains and seas have an end, but the feeling in my heart knows no boundary. This trip, just say the memories in your heart. When the wind blows, the story in the rock will turn into a blue bird. Tell you that Nanshan has always been there.